Make Space by KP, a boat building and woodworking channel.
This is where I'm going to make things on Make Space. Oh.
I bought a house while building Arabella, and now it's time to make it into a shop.
Oh. First I have to unpack.
Please do support my work on Patreon. The link is below.
And this is what I have for a bench. Came with the garage, and it's, well, standing mostly. Haven't even showed you the middle yet. Oh yeah, look, it's an apple press for making cider. Oh boy. You right over there, bud? He scribbled. What do you see? What do you see? Is there a little toad under there? My first communion book. Oh, wow. How many single gloves are in here? 1, 2, 3. It's a match. How exactly did we take the boat shed down in like a day? And I've been working on this all week. What do you see, bud? What's the matter? Oh, hey, bud. Look what I found. Hey, buddy. Hey. Come here. Sit. Good boy. Thank you. Much appreciated. Someone sent us this gift. But it's a masonry bit. It's too short, but it's worth a try. And what makes it a masonry bit is this flare on that tip. So regular bits are just straight with the point on the end. These are straight with a point on the end and a little flare. Now it's time to put the thing on the wall.
Which I got from a box store going at a business sale.
Amazing. I've made this space long enough to make an actual bench. I'm going to retrofit an old oak dining room table that I've been carrying around with me for decades. It'll be sturdier than that, but I have to dig it out. The last time I had my own shop was 2015, been 8 years.
I want my bench about this tall.
I'm guessing about 36 inches. Yep, 36 inches will be my bench. And there. Yeah.
That's not going to work. That's why I glued up some oak blanks to make the bench taller.
8.5 inches taller.
These are the white oak blocks that I glued up
to make the legs of my bench taller. But the saw I am using is run on an extension cord so far because I can't fit it back here to make my bench. So it's kind of a catch-22 because I can't make a bench without a saw, but I can't use my saw without clearing the stuff out to move it closer to the outlet instead of using extension cord and a power strip, which it doesn't like. So I think it's time to move the Shopsmith to the outlet, the one outlet. And hope it works instead of continuously tripping the power strip. That seems good. Oh, God. Oh, you don't tighten it that way. That is, motor again. There. Like that. Lock that. Here goes. It doesn't work at all. Plug it in. It works so much better. Let's see what happens.
The closer to square this oak is now, the easier that mortise and tenon joint will be later.
Those legs are far from perfect with bandsaw cuts. However, I don't need them to be perfectly square. The table saw won't cut that depth, so I have to recut, which I did, but it came out very messy, as you can see here. The table saw blade cut that deep, then I flipped it around, cut the other one, but since that side's not perfect, it didn't come out very well. Someday I'll get a joiner. Well, I am using the table to make the bench out of the table because it's very handy. Everyone needs a bench. But when does a table become a bench? I don't know the answer. When does a rope become a line? Tomato or tomahto? The questions, the unanswerable questions. Anyway, I digress. Some holes in this, you shall see why. Most of the bench stops and clamps and whatnot are 3/4 of an inch posts. I've measured out a series of locations I want. I've measured them 6 inches apart on center, and that way I'll just have rough measurements when my bench is a bench and not a table. I also plan in the future to make subsequent rows. And most benches that you buy have those already gridded out. I don't know what standard is, but this is what I'm going with. Voila. Add sharpening station to my list of things to do, because that's bad. Oh, that's, I can see the dings in that blade. My cuts make a very simple joint that will fit in the table. I made my blade kind of an angle. That sometimes helps. This is going to be far from fine woodworking. This marking gauge, sometimes easier than a pencil, sometimes not. That's your hard edge you ride against, and that blade is what marks your wood. So I'm going to set that to 1.5 inches. Good.
I'm marking out the lines here to cut simple mortises, and those will fit into the tenons on the table side.
You like going to work? You're a good boy.
I did it, just in time for winter. I will be spending the winter in my new shop, stripping and varnishing, servicing winches, all kinds of stuff. I brought back a bunch of parts and pieces from Heron. As you see here, the spreaders and table and hatch slide and whatnot. And we'll continue to do so in the next couple weeks. Built some shelving in that corner to store the shopsmith bins, parts from Heron, and my grandpa's old machinist workbench. I decided, since I have a kid and work with kids, that I'd leave one bench short. I'm sitting on the kid bench. It's perfect height. There's the bench, perfectly sized for me. If you want to know more about how the bench was made, I'll put out another video about how I made that bench. It's late. I have a video to put out, and it will never be this clean again. You ready? Woo, woo. I even have a shopsmith accessory holder, formerly called a chair. But it worked great. This accessory won't fall over, and I don't have to store it on the floor, where it will definitely get affected by moisture. And it's cleaner. It will never be this clean again. So tomorrow I shall make it messy again. See you next time. If you like these videos, help me keep making them. Donate to Patreon. That's how I'm making it happen. And thank you all for watching. I've wanted to thank Corey for this amazing mallet. I can't take credit for the saying it's not a piano, although it's not a piano. Love it. I also have your address, and I apologize for not writing you a letter, but I figure thank you is thank you.